listeners. I hope you're having an amazing day. It's Cheryl talking about disability in life. I'm a disabled adult who is here to talk about all the challenges and interesting web that we all walk through or wheel through. If you like the content today, hit subscribe. We'd love to have you join. This is Dalton the Dragon. Dalton and I have some questions today. So I want to take you back to a previous video that we filmed, which was about friendship and talking about different friends for different times. We're going to have a link in there if you want to take a look at that. But if you remember, we talked about friendships being a season, a reason, an other season, or a lifetime. I actually think that it is a grouping of people who navigate disabilities in our lives. And there are people that are easier and more difficult for us. So I want to break it down and then I want to get your opinion. So for me, the first one are people who are curious. Can I help you? What can I do? What can I help you with? Can you tell me what's wrong with you? I could take that in all day long. People who are curious to me really are, they're just asking. They don't know. And I'm so grateful when people are curious. The second group is those who are just like innately aware of needing help and saying, can I help you? Or they'll open a door, or they'll take a package, or they'll help you open a bottle. That group either has had exposure or they just have a more of a gentle, intuitive soul that sees when someone's struggling, they can help. I'll give you an example. We were away last weekend and my daughter's boyfriend, who has never traveled with me before, opened every car door because I'm walking with these two big braces that don't fit, like totally was super duper helpful. And I didn't even have to ask, just honestly knew what to do. So that's kind of the innate person. They are, for me, the easiest to be around. Obviously, if someone says to me, can I help you? I'm really thrilled about it. But those who are innate, I feel less judged by. The last group for me are really the kind of unhelpful with irritation. And I'll give you an example. I got on the plane last week and the steward literally looked me up and down and didn't say, hey, how are you? Can I help you? Didn't help me with my bag. He actually scowled. Like he wasn't thrilled that I was there. So I find that there is that group that is larger than I want it to be. And I think that's what those of us who have disabilities have to navigate. People who are irritated by our disability, like somehow it's impeding their life that we're disabled, and they act as if it's an irritation and an annoyance. That is the group that I actually want to talk about today. I'm really struggling with dealing with them, and I'm kind of feeling like as I'm getting close to 60, I don't want to do it anymore. So that steward who was so nasty, I didn't say please and thank you. I literally did not talk to him again. Didn't say thank you when I got off the plane. I didn't want to reward with kindness his disgusting behavior because it's not appropriate. But I also feel like there are people who are just so irritated that I have a disability and that things are slower and they do nothing to make it easier. I want to insert a little piece here about me getting into slippers. If you don't think that every single minute of every single day for someone with a physical disability is easy, you are wrong. Every minute, I will my body to move. I will my feet to fit into socks. I will my hands to please do a button. Sometimes I'm so frustrated when I can't get a button. I'm just so beside myself. I go like this. Oh, I want to scream. If it irritates you, multiply that times a million. And that's what it's like for me and other people with disabilities. I have this conversation with my body all day long. Please walk. Don't fall. Please do this. It's a constant conversation. It's really difficult to have a physical disability. And so that last group that's really unhelpful and they're irritated, for me, I'm feeling like I just don't want to engage with them anymore. I actually do not. I don't find it to be beneficial for me. I've tried to be so kind and understanding for so long. And now I feel like, you know what? Everyone's going to get older. Everyone's going to have a minute where they need help. And I have to stop apologizing for being disabled. I always find myself saying, I'm so sorry, I'm slow, I'm so sorry I'm this. And you know what? I'm not sorry. I'm sorry. This is just what it is. You deal with it. That's your issue, not mine. I'd love to know your thoughts about that. Had anyone ever seen the movie called The Theory of Everything? It was the Stephen Hawkins movie. And I have to tell you, when I watched that, I bawled. It just like hit me in my soul. And his struggle with losing his body and how frustrating it is. If you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend it. It's a beautiful, beautiful film. But it talks about when the body doesn't do what you want and how really frustrating that is and how difficult it is. And I think if you surround yourself with people who are either curious or just truly empathic, I think life feels better. But I just want to stop apologizing for being disabled. And for me, this is a work in progress. There's an article that we're going to attach that I think was from the Wall Street Journal, could have been the New York Times, about falling. Every time I fall, which is frequently, I apologize to everyone around me. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm fine. I'm fine. I get up with a big smile on my face. It's exhausting. I could be bleeding. And I say to everyone, oh, I'm fine. It happens all the time. But the truth is, I say that because I don't want them to be upset. But you know what? I want to lay in a fetal position and cry. I wish my mother was there. Like, it's really difficult to feel humiliated and to fall and to have your body fail like that. It's embarrassing. So I really, as I'm nearing my 60th birthday, feel as though I'm going to focus on people who are curious, because I'm happy to teach anyone at all about being disabled. I am going to focus on people who are just innately kind and want to help, and I'll open a door and grab something and not watch me be disabled and judge. I'm not going to be with those people anymore. I don't want them around me. And listen, we all have people like that in families, and we have acquaintances, and I just think that I'm in a different phase. So I'd love to get your opinion about that. And then I would like to say that this is a journey for all of us. There's not a rule book for how to be disabled. And so it's a moving target, and we will all learn together, but I'd love to start some dialogue about this with you and get your opinion. So warriors, I hope you have an amazing, amazing day, and I will put those links in, and we'll talk again next week. Have a great day. Bye.